The Clockman is a mysterious alliance member that is from another dimension. They're so strong that they can control time, which is why I'll be surviving 100 days as a Clockman. While I use my new powers to destroy enemies, I'll upgrade into bigger forms until I reach the ranks of a Titan. Will I be able to defeat the Giant Magnet Skibidi Toilet, or will time run out? You'll have to watch until the end to find out. On day 1, I spawned in as a Clockman in the middle of a steampunk city. All around me were my Clockman allies ready for battle.
Prepare yourself, Max. Something big is coming.
Suddenly, a terrifying Giant Magnet Skibidi Toilet flew into the city and unleashed his magnetic toilet army onto my friends.
Soon all you clocks will turn to scrap, and the Skibidi Toilets will win this war.
We tried to fight back, but things were looking bad for us. Just then, the Titan Clockman appeared in a flash of electricity.
Leave my people alone.
The Titan Clockman flew in to fight off the Giant Magnet Skibidi using his amazing Titan powers. He fired his gun at the enemy and pounded through his magnet armor with his clock fists. Unfortunately, the Giant Magnet Skibidi was able to fend him off and land a powerful counter hit onto our Titan.
Little Clockman, you must find the golden gears and take my place as the Titan Clockman. You're our last hope in winning this war.
I watched in horror as the Titan Clockman died from his wounds. No! I knew without the Titan Clockman, we didn't stand a chance against the Toilet Army, so I ran for my life.
Don't let him escape!
On day 2, I was getting chased through the city by the Magnet Skibidi Toilet forces. I tried my best to escape them, but the toilets came out from all parts of the city until I was completely surrounded. Out of my way! I took out my cane and began to fight my way through the toilets one by one. I was a skilled fighter, but my weapon was nothing more than a cane. I was losing the battle. I'm not gonna make it! I gotta run! I tried to get away, but was soon met with a dead end. I knew the toilets were closing in. I was doomed! Suddenly, my body let out a flash of light, causing all of the toilets to freeze in place. Did I just stop time? I took my chance to run into a hiding spot. Suddenly, time continued on like normal.
Hey, where did he go?
I watched as the toilets ran by my hiding place and lost track of me. If I can stop time, I wonder what other powers I have. I thought I was safe until out of nowhere a portal appeared in the sky. From the portal emerged the Titan cameraman from another dimension. What? He must have been corrupted by the Magnet Skibidi. Without warning, the Titan cameraman attacked me. On day 3, I was being attacked by the Titan cameraman. He was 100 times bigger and stronger than me. I tried to freeze time again, but before I could, the Titan cameraman unleashed a powerful laser attack from his chest. Ah! The laser killed me on impact, but to my surprise, time rewound itself to before the Titan cameraman appeared. What the? How am I alive? I looked over and saw a clock woman calling out to me.
Over here! He's coming!
I joined her in her hiding spot as the portal appeared just like before, unleashing the Titan cameraman. I'm so confused. What's going on?
The Giant Magnet Skibidi Toilet has started opening portals to other dimensions. He's corrupting their strongest warriors and using them as weapons.
If I want to stand a chance, I have to find the golden gears.
I'll do anything to help. Come with me.
I followed the clock woman to begin our search for the golden gears. On days 4 through 7, the clock woman and I arrived at a huge clock tower in the middle of the city.
The first golden gear is at the top of the tower.
Right, let's go get it. Suddenly, a Sawblade Skibidi Toilet dropped down in front of us.
You're not getting that gear, you pesky clocks.
He charged me with his saw blade spinning, but the clock woman protected me from the attack.
I'll hold him off. Get the gear.
I took my chance to run inside the clock tower and began to climb up the spiral staircase. As I ran up the stairs, I noticed a large gap in the steps. I carefully used the remaining pieces of stairs to jump over the opening and make it to the other side. Finally, I arrived at the top of the clock tower where I found the first golden gear waiting for me. There it is! Before I was able to grab it, the Sawblade Skibidi appeared to stop me.
Get away from that gear!
The two of us ran for the golden gear. Luckily, I was able to grab it before he could. The magic of the golden gear surged through my body, causing me to transform into a new, more powerful shape. I was now a large clockman with 10 more hearts and new powers.
Nay, you pay.
The saw blade Skibidi lunged at me with his spinning blade, but I was able to dodge the attack and retaliate with my new time surge ability. I beat him down with my new large clockman fists and finished with another time surge, defeating the saw blade Skibidi for good. Whoa, if this is the power of the golden gear, I wonder what the others will do. I stepped outside and quickly noticed a portal ripping open in front of me, releasing the Titan cameraman. I noticed he was now wearing a strange new watch around his wrist.
At last, I found you.
On days 8 through 10, the Titan cameraman came after me. In a panic, I tried to freeze time, but he wasn't affected by my clockman powers. What? How is this possible?
You fool! That little trick won't work on me, as long as I have this watch.
I was about to get hit by the Titan cameraman when suddenly time rewound. The clockwoman had arrived and saved me from death.
Max, hurry!
I followed the clockwoman to a safe place where we could hide from the Titan cameraman.
We need to get the next golden gear and bring the Titan cameraman onto our side. Think I know someone who can help.
I followed the clockwoman to an unknown location while the Titan continued to search for me. We soon arrived at a mysterious hideout hidden from the rest of the city. When we walked inside, we were greeted by a strange cuckoo clock man.
Ah, so you're the one searching for the golden gears. I have just the thing to help.
The cuckoo clock man tossed over a map that led towards the next gear. However, before I was able to grab it, a tiny cameraman ran in and snatched it. Hey! Come back here! On days 11 through 14, I chased after the mini cameraman to get back my map. His small size made it hard for me to catch him. He was fast! That's it! I used my clockman powers to freeze the runaway camera in time and built a cage around him. Time continued and the thief was now trapped. There's no escaping now. Give me back my map!
Look out!
Suddenly, Magnet Skibidi Toilet swarmed into the area ready to capture me. I tried to freeze time, but my abilities weren't working. Their magnets are blocking my powers! I tried to fight them the old-fashioned way, but there were too many for me to defeat alone.
Let me out! I have a weapon that can help you!
I decided to trust the little cameraman and let him out of his cage. The tiny thief dropped a clockman power for me to use. Where did you get this?
I stole it off another clockman! Quick, use it on those toilets!
With it, I was able to blast waves of time energy at my toilet foes, bringing them down one by one. It wasn't long until I was able to defeat all of the Magnet Skibidi Toilets.
I'm sorry for taking the map. My name is Cam. My people are being held at the location on this map.
Well, I need to go there too. How about we team up?
You got a deal!
On days 15 through 17, Cam and I followed the map to find a lab with cameramen trapped inside cages. They were all being experimented on by the magnet scientist Skibidi Toilet. We watched as he turned innocent cameramen into terrifying toilet mutants. Just then, I noticed the second golden gear was being used to power the laboratory. If I can get the gear, I can shut this whole place down. Cam and I began to stealth through the base carefully. I knew that the scientist magnets would block my clockman powers, so I had to be sure not to get captured. I was getting closer to the golden gear, but the magnet scientist Skibidi was blocking my way.
Don't worry, I got this!
Cam ran out of hiding and shouted at the magnet scientist Skibidi.
Hey, Toilet Brains! Come and get me!
Why, you?
Cam lured the scientist toilet away, and I took my chance to go for the second gear. Suddenly, the Titan cameraman landed in front of me.
You're not getting it that easily.
On days 18 through 21, I was confronted by the Titan cameraman. He attacked me with his massive hammer, and I tried to freeze time. Unfortunately, just like before, he was immune to my abilities.
As long as I have this watch, your time tricks won't work on me.
Then I'll just have to make this an equal fight. I took my chance to blast the nearby power station, which caused the Titan to get electrocuted, stunning him temporarily. I ran over to the golden gear and finally claimed it for myself. The gear made my body once again change, now into my biggest form yet. I became a Titan Clockman with 10 more hearts and a ton of new powers. Bring it on! I tried out my new form by punching the Titan cameraman with my powerful fists. He awoke and fought back by swinging his hammer onto me. I was pushed away from his attacks, but that gave me the opportunity to shoot projectiles from my gun to overwhelm him from far away. Take this! Finally, I unleashed my speedy clock shurikens and managed to knock off the mind-controlling Skibidi Toilet, destroying him in the process.
Where am I?
Suddenly, the magnet scientist Skibidi returned to the scene.
You'll pay for this!
Without warning, he attacked both me and the Titan cameraman. On days 22 through 25, the Titan cameraman and I were fighting the magnet scientist Skibidi Toilet. The terrifying toilet used his sharp, spider-like legs to pierce through my armor, but I managed to evade his attacks. His magnets prevented me from using my time control powers, so instead, I fought back with my bare fists. As I did, the Titan cameraman backed me up by smashing his hammer into the toilet. The battle was tough, but thanks to the help of the Titan cameraman, I knew we could get the upper hand. Any last words?
You're not getting away with this!
Suddenly, the magnet scientist Skibidi sent a shockwave that knocked both me and the Titan cameraman back. He took his chance to run away and power on a machine.
Prepare to meet your match!
Just then, a portal opened, releasing a corrupted Titan Speakerman into the area. The Titan Speakerman dropped down in front of us and blasted a powerful sound wave, leaving me with only a few hearts. He's too powerful!
Take my allies and run. I'll hold off the speaker man.
I knew this was my only chance to escape, so I quickly freed the prisoners and we all left the area while we still had the chance. On days 26 through 28, I returned to the clock base with the cameraman I had rescued. I reported back to the clock woman and told her what happened.
Sounds like the Titan cameraman is in trouble.
What should we do?
I have an old friend that can help. Come with me.
I followed the clock woman to another part of the city to find that it was in total ruin. What happened here?
Let's find out.
The clock woman activated her powers, causing them to rewind backwards. Once she was done, the area had been restored back to normal. Suddenly, a camera woman came running towards us.
They're coming! Run for your lives!
Without warning, a giant skull Skibidi Toilet landed on the scene with his skull Skibidi goons.
Get those clocks at all costs!
On days 29 through 32, we were under attack by the skull Skibidi Toilets. The smaller skull toilets attacked my feet while their giant leader puked out deadly poison onto both me and the clockwoman. The two of us used our powers to try and fight off the skull toilet threat. The smaller toilets stayed low to the ground and chased me around the battlefield, while Clockwoman broke through their ranks and took out as many as she could with her flying kicks and deadly weapons. Even with our clock abilities, the skull toilets wouldn't give in. No matter how many we took down, they would come back to life and attack us again.
I can't keep this up much longer!
I'll take care of it. Time freeze! Before we could get bested, I used my clock powers to freeze time, causing all of the toilets to stop in their tracks. Me and Clockwoman took our chance to escape as time switched back to normal. We met up with the camera woman to find out more about what had happened. What's going on?
I was trying to find where they were keeping the speakermen, but when I got close to their base, the skull Skibidi Toilets attacked me.
Let me take care of it. I have my time powers to help me.
Very well. Good luck.
The camera woman gave me a map to the facility and I took off into the sky alone. On days 33 through 35, I used my jetpack to fly through the sky towards the location on the map. I was making good progress until out of nowhere the Titan Speakerman appeared and sent sonic blasts flying towards me. I was barely able to dodge it.
Surrender to the Skibidi army!
Never! The Titan Speakerman charged at me, and I quickly used my clock powers to try and freeze him in time. However, he was still able to move. What? How can you move?
I have a watch. Your little trick won't work on me.
With the watch's power, he was able to resist my ability to stop time. He then hit me head on with a sonic boom attack. I tried to get some distance, but he kept chasing me. The sound waves damaged my jetpack and caused me to fall from the sky. I landed in the center of a crater, surrounded by boiling hot lava. My jetpack is ruined! I can't fly until I fix it! I noticed that the Titan Speaker Man was flying in my direction to finish me off. I had no choice but to platform over the dangerous lava in hopes of surviving. I jumped from rock to rock as the Titan Speaker Man flew closer. Thankfully, I was able to get to the other side, but before I could run, a little Speaker Man stopped me.
Quick, come with me!
There wasn't time to think, so I followed behind the Speaker Man to see where he would take me. On days 36 through 39, I took cover with the little Speaker Man as the Titan closed in on us. We're not gonna make it!
Don't give up. I'll protect you.
The Speaker Man suddenly blasted a mysterious melody from his speakers. It caused the Titan Speaker Man to stop in his tracks and scream. The Titan flew away, leaving me and the little Speaker Man alone for now. Thanks for the help. Who are you?
My name is Ska. I need the help of a clockman to save my speaker allies.
Lead the way. Ska took me to another area where we found a path overrun with speaker spiders. They were running around wildly, and anything who tried to pass would be trampled. Here goes nothing. I used my clock powers to freeze time and help the little Speaker Man navigate through the frozen swarm of speaker spiders with ease. When I made it to the other side, time resumed like normal.
Oh my gosh! You did it! Please, save my friends!
Leave it to me. I continued following my map towards my destination. On days 40 through 43, I arrived at the location on my map to find nothing but an area full of lava pits. Where is everyone? I walked up to a nearby mountainside and accidentally stepped onto a hidden pressure plate. Uh-oh. The trap beneath my feet exploded, killing me instantly. Just then, time rewound itself and I was standing back at the moment before I set off the trap. The clockwoman stepped out in front of me.
I figured you might need some help. Looks like I came just in time.
This place is full of traps.
Well, good thing I can undo mistakes. Let's use trial and error.
Together, we walked through the field of traps, rewinding each mistake I made along the way. There were a lot of close calls, but with the clockwoman next to me, we were getting closer towards the end. Suddenly, the Magnet Skibidi Toilet flew in from above, causing the clockwoman's powers to jam.
I've got you now!
Max, look out!
I didn't react fast enough and accidentally set off another trap. The floor opened beneath my feet and I fell into the darkness. On days 44 through 46, I woke up in a prison holding all of the speaker men as well as the Titan cameramen.
Max, you're okay.
Sort of. I've been captured. I tried to use my clock gun to break out of the cage, but my powers weren't working.
That won't work. This area is protected by that magnet device over there.
I took a closer look at the magnet device and realized it was being powered by one of the golden gears. Then I need to get that gear and turn off the magnets. I searched my inventory for something that could help me out of this when I found my old cane. Suddenly, I had an idea. I aimed my cane at the gears and threw it with precision. I managed to jam the gears and freed myself from my cage. I ran towards the magnet to get the next golden gear when the Titan Speaker Man came out to stop me.
Not so fast, Titan.
On days 47 through 50, I was confronted by the Titan Speaker Man. I tried to make a run for the golden gear, but the Titan blasted me back with a powerful hand cannon blast, leaving me with low health.
Your journey ends now.
Just as the Titan Speaker Man was about to kill me, the Titan Cameraman's cage unlocked as well, distracting my enemy.
Now's your chance.
I took the opportunity to grab the golden gear and managed to get my hands on it. I gained 10 more hearts, a time punch ability, and my jetpacks were restored. With the golden gear in my hands, the magnet exploded and I could use my clock powers again. Time for some fun. I went after the Titan Speaker Man, now stronger than I was before. The Titan Cameraman and I went after our mind-controlled friend, using our combined abilities in an attempt to take down the Titan Speaker Man. I used my newly regained clock powers, while the Titan Cameraman shot laser after laser towards the Titan Speaker Man. In return, our enemy hit us with hand cannon blasts of his own and barrages of sonic energy. His powers were strong, but with the Titan Cameraman helping me out, I knew we could take him down. With one final blow, I knocked off the mind-controlling toilet and killed it for good.
What happened?
Before I could explain to the Titan Speaker Man, the Magnet Scientist Skibidi Toilet arrived to stop me.
You pests! You're all going to pay!
On days 51 through 54, the Magnet Scientist Skibidi was attacking us. Due to his magnet body, I wasn't able to use my clock powers. Luckily, the Titan Speaker Man was now on my side. My allies and I charged forwards, ready to take down the Magnet Scientist Skibidi once and for all. I took to the skies, attacking my enemy with the full strength of my clock powers. In the meantime, the Titan Speaker Man hit him with his sonic booms and lasers. The Magnet Scientist Skibidi retaliated by blasting us with bolts of lightning and shooting a powerful sonic boom of his own. The Titan Speaker Man managed to land a strong attack that stunned the Magnet Scientist Skibidi.
Now's your chance.
I ran in and landed the killing blow, striking down the Magnet Scientist Skibidi Toilet once and for all. Upon his death, he dropped a mysterious letter. I've begun my attack on the TV station. Soon, the Cinema Man will belong to the Skibidi Toilets.
Oh no, this is bad. They're going after the final members of the Alliance.
Then I'll have to stop them before it's too late. I took to the skies to stop the incoming threat, while the Titan Speaker Man stayed behind to free our allies. On days 55 through 57, I arrived at the TV station to find the Giant Magnet Skibidi Toilet working on a strange machine. He was terrifying, but I couldn't stand by and let him get away with his evil plans. I stepped out and confronted him. Stop right there!
Well, if it isn't the Titan Clock Man that's been stirring up trouble, looks like I'm going to have to dispose of you just like I did with the one before you.
The Giant Magnet Skibidi Toilet attacked me. Charging directly at me, the Magnet Skibidi Toilet gave me no time to prepare myself. I used my ringing clock bell to create a loud sonic boom that pierced through the air, but the Magnet Skibidi brushed it off like it was nothing. I tried using my new Titan Punch ability to shock him, but he retaliated with electric attacks of his own.
What's wrong? Is that the best you've got?
Ugh, I don't have time for this! Despite my upgrades, I still wasn't strong enough to defeat him. The Giant Magnet Skibidi knocked me down to low health.
This has been fun, but now it's time for the main event.
Suddenly, he turned on his machine, causing a portal above it, summoning a corrupted Cinema Man from another dimension. I don't stand a chance like this! I need to get help! I took to the skies as the Cinema Man began to destroy everything around him.
Nothing will stop the Skibidi army now!
On days 58 through 61, I returned to the clock base to tell everyone what had happened. I saved the Titan Cameraman and Speaker Man along with the Speaker Man army, but now we have a new problem.
What is it now?
The Cinema Man has been brought here from another dimension and is corrupted by the Giant Magnet Skibidi.
That is a problem. If you can find my two friends, the TV woman and the speaker woman, we can build a machine that can summon the next golden gear.
That'll give me the edge I need to free the Cinema Man. I'll do it. The camera woman handed me a map and I set off in search of her lost friends. I arrived at the location on the map to find that everything was consumed in flames. The Cinema Man was here. I searched around the area to look for clues of my allies' whereabouts. Suddenly, I heard the sound of a woman screaming. When I turned towards it, I saw a speaker woman running away from a horde of incoming Skibidi Toilets. Hang on! I flew into the fray to save her from the Skibidi threat. On days 62 through 64, I caught up with the speaker woman and began to help her fight off the Skibidi Toilets. Thanks to my variety of Clock Titan powers, I was able to make quick work of them and wiped out all of the Skibidi threats.
Watch out! Something bigger is coming!
Suddenly, a giant Skibidi Tankzilla dropped down in front of us. He was 100 times bigger and more powerful than all of the other toilets combined.
You won't escape me, Speaker Woman! Not like that Titan of yours!
Leave her alone!
Roar!
I tried to use my clock powers to freeze the Tankzilla in place, but my powers weren't working. What's going on? The Mecha Skibidi then revealed a giant magnet, making my powers useless.
We know the Clockman's one weakness. Magnets! Try to fight me now.
Without my powers, I was open to most of his attacks. He went at me with his explosive powers, dealing loads of damage.
Get away from him!
Before he could kill me, the speaker woman blasted him with her sonic boom attack, and the two of us made a run for it. On days 65 through 67, the speaker woman took me to a safe spot while the Tankzilla toilet continued to hunt us down.
I don't think your clock powers will help here.
I just need to take down that magnet. Do you think you can distract him?
You got it.
The speaker woman ran out into the open and blasted a sonic boom at the Tankzilla to get his attention.
Hey, over here, lizard brain!
He chased after her, and I knew this was my chance to go for the magnet. I ran in and destroyed it with my fists, allowing me to regain control of my clock powers. I better hurry! The speaker woman is in danger! I flew in after the Tankzilla, and just before he could hurt the speaker woman, I hit him with a surprise attack. He fell to the ground and died.
Thanks for the help. I'll meet you back at the base later.
The speaker woman left to reunite with the Alliance. Just before I was about to exit the area, the TV woman's head flew towards me in a frenzy.
Please, I need your help.
Lead the way! On days 68 through 72, I followed the TV woman to find her body running around a field harassing TV men.
A Skibidi Toilet has taken over my body. I need your help to get it back.
Leave it to me! I tried to knock the toilet off of her body, but to my surprise, it fought back with fire attacks. Hold still! I tried to blast it down with my gun, but I narrowly missed the runaway body.
Be careful! I still need it to work!
At this rate, I wasn't gonna be able to catch it, so I had to think of something else. I used my clock powers to stop time, and got in close enough to knock the toilet off of her body. While it was vulnerable, I took my chance to kill it. Time resumed, and the TV woman reunited with her body.
Thanks for the help.
No problem, but I do need your help now to find the next golden gear. The TV woman agreed, and the two of us left to reunite with our allies back at the base. On days 73 through 75, I returned back to the clock base and reunited the camera woman, TV woman, and speaker woman. Looks like the gang's all here. I hope Clock Woman is okay.
Clock Woman is very powerful. She'll make it. Hurry, let's get to work.
The three girls began to build some sort of structure together. After some time, they managed to complete a massive radio tower.
Okay, here goes nothing.
The camera woman powered on the tower, causing particles of light to shoot into the sky. Suddenly, the next golden gear was teleported to the top of the tower. It worked! Just then, the ground trembled as the Cinema Man arrived. He used his powers to set the entire base on fire.
I found you. No more hiding from me.
Without hesitation, he charged at me. On days 76 through 79, my allies left to put out the fires while I stayed to help defend the base from the giant cameraman threat. I went at him with everything I had, but without the golden gear, he was too powerful. I need the golden gear if I want to stand a chance. I tried to make a break for it, but the Cinema Man stopped me by using his ear-screeching TV screen power. I dropped to the floor with my threat looming over me.
You're not getting that gear.
Suddenly, the Clock Woman dropped onto the battlefield and snatched the golden gear from the tower and called out to me. She tossed over the golden gear, allowing me to upgrade once again. I gained 10 more hearts as well as new powers. Wow! Thanks, Clock Woman! You came just in time!
No time to chat, we still have him to worry about!
You'll pay for that!
In a fit of rage, the Cinema Man shined his red screen onto the Clock Woman, burning her to a crisp. No! Suddenly, I felt a new power surge through my body. I let out a burst of energy and time flew backwards. Soon enough, the Clock Woman was brought back to life. I can rewind time like the Clock Woman now. I wasn't about to let the Cinema Man hurt more of my friends. I ran back into battle, now more prepared than ever to stop him. On days 80 through 83, I clashed with the Cinema Man using my new upgraded clock strength. Even though he towered over me in size, I punched him into nearby buildings, sending rubble flying throughout the area. Snap out of it, Cinema Man! This isn't you! The battle was tough, but with one final blow, I was able to knock off the mind-controlling toilet and kill it. The Cinema Man was freed from the Skibidi Toilets. We did it! The Alliance is reunited!
Or so you think!
To our horror, the Giant Magnet Skibidi flew in from above.
Behold, my most powerful Titan yet! The Titan has been lost to time!
The Giant Magnet Skibidi opened another portal, causing a corrupted Titan Phone Man to enter the arena. I had never seen a Titan so big and powerful.
Deal with them, Phone Man!
The Giant Magnet Skibidi flew away as the Phone Man charged in and immediately slammed his telephone pole weapon onto the Cinema Man, sending him flying into the water.
I'm too weak to continue fighting.
Oh no! Cinema Man! With my most powerful ally out for the count, it was just me against the Titan Phone Man. He charged in and I tried to defend the base from the Phone Man's attacks, but he was the strongest Titan I had faced thus far. I was no match for him. Everyone, retreat! All of my allies abandoned the base and ran to find cover. I found them nearby, hiding from the Titan Phone Man. He recruited the Lost Titan. How are we supposed to win now?
I know where the last golden gear is, but it's in a dangerous realm.
I'll do anything to stop this. The TV woman agreed, and together we teleported away into another realm. On days 84 through 86, the TV woman and I appeared together in another dimension.
This is as far as I can go. Only Clockmen can survive here for long amounts of time.
The TV woman teleported away, leaving me alone in this strange new world. I started to walk further in, when out of nowhere, an ancient entity stopped me.
What are you doing in my realm?
I'm seeking the final golden gear so I can defeat the Skibidi Toilet Army.
The golden gears hold massive power. Because of this, I cannot let just anyone have it.
How can I prove myself?
Complete my trials and you may have the golden gear. Fail and you'll be trapped here forever.
I accept your challenge.
Very well, may the trials begin.
On days 87 through 89, I arrived at my first trial with the ancient entity. He showed me a conveyor belt that was positioned to lead into a pit of lava.
Escape my trap and you will be able to move on to the next challenge.
The ancient entity had me step onto the conveyor belt and it began to push me towards the boiling hot lava pit. This'll be easy. I tried to power on my jetpacks, but to my horror, they weren't working. Did the ancient entity disable my jetpacks? I tried to fight against the conveyor belt with sheer force, but even in my Titan form, I couldn't stop myself from getting pushed closer towards the edge. At this rate, I was gonna be melted down to scrap. No! I refuse to die here! My body released a bright flash of light as I used my Clockman powers to freeze time. The conveyor belt came to a halt and I took my chance to escape the trap. Time resumed and I had successfully completed the first trial.
Good work. It's time for your second trial.
On days 90 through 92, I arrived at the second trial to find a field of speaker spiders roaming around the area.
Gather the ancient speaker spiders and put them in their pen.
Am I a sheep herder now?
This realm is more dangerous than you think. Be careful.
Despite the request being odd, I began to herd the speaker spiders into the pen. I was prepared to do anything for the golden gear. As I herded the strange creatures, I accidentally stepped on one, turning them violent. They began to attack me with booming sound waves. The entity didn't tell me they were hostile. My hearts began to drop fast, but I used my Clockman powers to rewind time to before they became enraged. Okay, just don't step on any of them. I herded in the last of the speaker spiders when suddenly a terrifying monster emerged behind me. It was a massive Titan speaker spider.
Those speakers are mine!
The speaker attacked me and I braced myself for battle. It unleashed a barrage of deafening sonic booms. Due to its increased size, the creature's noise was much louder than its smaller counterparts, and it hurt to listen to, cutting through my heart with each ear-piercing shriek. Despite the speaker's overwhelming volume, I knew I had to fight back. I retaliated by hitting the massive spider with my fists and my time energy power. Although the spider kept up its audible assaults, I didn't give up, hitting the foe with everything I had. Thanks to my Titan Clockman powers, I was able to overwhelm the beast and push it off the edge into its doom. I had finally completed my second trial. Just then, the ancient entity walked up to me.
Good work, Clockman. Now it's time for your final trial.
On days 93 through 95, I was taken to the area where I first arrived with the ancient entity to face my final trial.
To complete this challenge, you must face your greatest fear and overcome it.
I'm the powerful Titan Clockman. Nothing scares me.
We'll see about that. Good luck.
The ancient entity vanished, leaving me alone at the strange altar. Suddenly, the ground began to shake as the Titan Clockman that had died on day 1 showed himself to me. Titan Clockman? You're alive?
You were supposed to end this war, but you failed. You're an embarrassment to Clockman and to me.
What? But I've worked so hard.
You're not brave. You're not a hero. You're not a warrior. And you're our last hope. Where did we go wrong?
Stop it! You're lying! I can win this. I know I can. I'm a Titan. I've grown so much in these 100 days. I will stop this war.
You think that you could stop it? Don't make me laugh. This war is never going to end. It's time to throw the towel and admit that it can't be done. Give up.
No! No! No!
You'll never become a worthy Titan of our people. Surrender to the toilets and maybe they'll show mercy.
No, the real Clog Titan would never say that. You're a fake. I'll win this war no matter what. I gathered my strength and punched the fake Clockman, causing him to vanish into thin air. Suddenly, the ancient entity appeared in front of me once again.
Good work, Clock Titan. You have passed your test. You deserve this.
At long last, the ancient entity gave me the final golden gear. I claimed it, gaining 5 more hearts and a new powerful laser ability. Before I could say another word, I was teleported back to the overworld. On days 96 through 98, I appeared back in the overworld to find myself standing before the Titan Phone Man. Looks like I was taken right to my next opponent.
There you are. It's time to end this.
We'll see about that. I charged in, ready to use the power of my new golden gear to end this. With his massive telephone pole, my foe swatted me like a fly out of the sky. I used my new laser ability to try and damage him, but he was just way too strong. The phone man took his opportunity to recharge his power by using a nearby phone line. With it, he was able to blast powerful waves of electricity in my direction. He was becoming incredibly strong, but I didn't come this far to give up now. I was ready to show the Titan Phone Man the power of the Clock Man. I have to destroy that tower. I managed to land a heavy hit on the tower, causing it to overload the phone man, knocking off the mind-controlling Skibidi Toilet, killing it in the process.
What happened?
You were being mind-controlled by the Magnet Skibidis. I freed you.
Oh no, my people need me. Thank you, Clockman. I'll repay you one day.
The Titan Phone Man flew away to return to his other phone allies that needed him. There's no time to waste. I have a war to win. I took to the skies to save my own Clock people from the Skibidi Army's tyranny. On day 99, I arrived at the Clockman City, now surrounded by my own ally forces. The Magnet Skibidi Toilet Army was already waiting for us, but I was ready to take them on. The cameramen, speakermen, TV men, and Clockmen were now together as one army. Everyone's here! We can win this! I know it! Allies and friends, it's time to put an end to this! The Magnet Skibidi Toilets came charging towards us and the two armies clashed for the final battle. My army made quick work of the toilets, using their overwhelming numbers to defend the Clockman City. I used my powers to help out my allies. I stomped and shot at the Skibidis in waves, using every power I've gained to take out as many as I could without harming my allies. We had taken out a whole wave of them, but more magnet toilets poured into the city. Their numbers were greater, but with the combined power of all of our forces, there was no way we could lose. The two of us were neck and neck until the Giant Magnet Skibidi Toilet arrived. Face me, you coward!
We'll see who's the real coward soon enough.
I flew up to face my foe, but as soon as I got close, he zapped me with his magnetic powers, causing us both to teleport to another location. On day 100, I appeared in another area that looked to be a giant magnet, where the Giant Magnet Skibidi Toilet stood before me.
You've been a persistent one. It looks like I'm going to have to put an end to you myself.
I won't let you. You're gonna pay for all the lives you've taken.
You're going to be reduced to scrap, just like the Titan Clock Man before you.
Looking around me, I realized I was at a disadvantage with the magnet suppressing my power. But with all of the golden gears at my disposal, I had a fighting chance. The Magnet Skibidi charged at me and I braced myself for the final battle. The foe barraged me with his shocking electric blasts, the same attacks that the Titan Clockman had succumbed to 100 days ago. Refusing to meet the same fate he did, I retaliated, hitting the toilet with everything I had. Using my time powers, I unleashed all of the abilities in my arsenal with the fullest extent of my powers. However, despite my best efforts, the enemy's magnetic defenses were near impenetrable. He was the toughest foe I had faced so far, and his magnets weakened my Clockman powers. Even so, I was determined to win this war. I managed to land a heavy hit with my time surge attack, causing his magnets to malfunction.
No, this can't be!
Your time has run out! I unleashed my full power and ended the Giant Magnet Skibidi Toilet once and for all. The war was finally won in the name of the Alliance!